Hello everybody, welcome to another episode in this playthrough of Civilization 6 on the Xbox One as the Ottomans. And you can tell I forgot what number playthrough it is because, yeah, I didn't say it in the title. I get very confused. Anyway, like usual, we're going to start off by reading some of your comments from the last episode, and I do encourage people to keep commenting. As a very quick note, if you have commented sort of Saturday night, Sunday, I've not had chance to read them because this is being recorded on Saturday because, yeah, I'm away for the back half of the weekend. So we will start with Michael Steele. Now, Michael's left a couple of really cool comments. So first of all, should we consider trying to get a city on the coast? Because as Michael's pointed out, we could very easily get landlocked. Now, I'm not too worried about this. I like settling next to rivers, but it might be a good idea to try and get a city over here if we possibly can. So we'll try and consider that as we go through. Michael also left a very nice comment saying thank you for the series of videos, and that has helped him. You know what? I really do appreciate comments like that. They do make YouTube a much more pleasurable experience, so thank you for your kind words. Nathan also left a comment, a very good one, as usual. So, in the last episode, I was saying, Macedon, we're not giving you open borders. I'm scared you'll attack us. But Nathan pointed out a few very key points on that. And basically, if we give them open borders, we probably shouldn't worry about it. If they decide to attack us and they're in our borders, the units will get thrown out of our borders anyway. And, you know, getting borders with Macedon, open borders with Macedon, would actually probably improve our relationship, which, you know, right now we're a bit scared of them militarily, could be a good thing to do. So we probably don't need to worry about having open borders with them. Matthew Stevens left a very cool comment saying, we're focusing so much on science, so why let Hattusa fall? Well, basically, we're trying to appease Germany. Obviously, historically, that's never gone so well when people have not stuck up to countries that start taking over places, but this is only a game, so we'll probably be alright. We can't really stop Germany taking Hattusa, we sort of need to be friendly with them, so it's only one city-state. Obviously, we will stop them in their tracks if it gets out of hand. And then, yeah, there was also a question on the hotspot, but that's not really to do with the playthrough, so let's get on with it. So I'm going to try and fly through a few turns today, because I've not got so long. I've got about half an hour, so yeah. Right, so at the end of the last episode, we completed a civic. Can't remember which one it was, but I already know what we're going to do. We're going to go for political philosophy. Now, for players that, you know, maybe you're new to Civilization 6, getting to political philosophy as quickly as possible is a good idea. It gives you stronger governments, which allows you to put more policies in, so it's definitely worth getting to that as quickly as possible. So we will select that. Anything else we have to do? No, it doesn't look like it. Everything seems to be fine. We're building a monument in 2 turns. That's going to get converted to a builder. Hanging Gardens will hopefully complete this turn, and we have a couple of campuses to go as well. So we're just going to try and build our current cities up in this episode, I think. Is that oh, so the German are... Yeah, I mean, Hattusa's in a very bad position. The thing is, they're attacking there with a warrior, but they just don't have a chance. Like, Germany's just more powerful. So Hattusa will fall sooner or later. Now, I wonder if we could try and sort of use a bit of our diplomacy and try and flip that city once it becomes German. Maybe play the diplomatic war rather than playing the military one. See if we can do something about that later on in the game. It'd be very cool to play around with those mechanics as well, because we could do it. I'd be very interested. Istanbul needs more housing. Yep. Hopefully when we get the Hanging Gardens, that gives a bit of housing. So hopefully that'll work when that happens. God, it's getting tense. 7 turns, though. 7 turns is tense. We're going to go for the incense here. And as I keep saying, it's important to have as many luxury resources in your empire as possible. Now, I'm not sure if I mentioned exactly how luxury resources work, apart from they give amenities, but that's very generic. So they do give amenities, but each luxury resource, I think, possesses in total 4 amenities, I believe. Now, each one of those amenities goes to a different city, and it goes to the cities that need it most. Apart from the home city, I think it definitely one goes to the home city. So, for example, if Halep really needed an amenity, it would get one. But if we had 5 or 6 cities, a couple of them would miss out. So, it's important just to consider that. I will try and remember to leave a link in the description, somewhere where you can read up on that. But yeah, amenities are a pretty interesting thing to read on. Right, okay, so we are working that. That's giving us a bit of gold and a bit of faith. So if we get round to actually working that tile, we might start making a bit of progress towards a pantheon. Although at this stage, whatever pantheon we get is probably gonna be crap. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go then. Hattusa is probably gonna fall this episode, which is gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad for our bloody science. This is the problem with the Germans in this game, is that they just go around conquering city-states, and it's really just inconvenient. Especially when Macedon gone and captured Valletta, because city-states are needed. You need to trade with them. You need to work with them, and obviously we can't do that right now. So Halep's gone and got a monument. Now, we're definitely going to go for a builder in here. We have put the Civic in. We put Ilkum in the last episode, so yeah, 30% production towards builders. So it makes sense to make use of that. And in addition to that as well, we need builders to build housing. I mean, Halep's got housing issues, Istanbul has, and if we want to keep our cities growing, we need to keep improving our housing, building farms, stuff like that. A granary wouldn't be bad in Halep, but I feel like since we have Ilkum in, it makes sense to make use of it. Yeah, Hattusa is on its way out, which is very sad. Let's try and start some cultural war with the Germans. Oh, nice. Many dispute the actual start of the classical era, but you know it was when the Ottomans discovered currency. Yay. Now, currency is a very, very useful technology. Because what it does is, it showed you on there really, but it allows you to go ahead and build the commercial hub. We'll talk about it more when we build it, but can we just quickly go on here? Have I missed it? Oh, there we go. The splendid commercial hub. What on earth? Oh no, that's. Oh, is that just the Eureka? Anyway, I'll talk about it later, but basically a commercial hub allows you to generate more gold. Gold's very important in these games because it's important for keeping an army, stuff like that, so yeah. Our roads have been upgraded, which allows us to move faster. We only have one road and it's to Hattusa, which is in trouble. Okay, so now we've got currency researched. What else should we go for? Sorry about that, I thought I'd hit the spacebar, which would have paused the recording and been a disaster, so I had to check. I hadn't. So I can't believe we've not got the Eureka for astrology. I can't believe we've not found a natural wonder yet. Scout, go find one. I think what we will go and do is, because I'm all for the streamlining of science, and we do have horses near. We have horses within range. Is I think we will go and research horseback riding, but we really need to try and get a few more of these. So yeah, we'll go for that for now, just to save on science. Out of interest, how are we doing in the victories? So we're making 11 science per turn. That's going to go down in a minute when Hattusa crumbles. They're making more, but they have less techs. So as you can see here, we are actually making, yeah, Arabia's in. Arabia always seems to be good at science, so they are making 17.4. But as you can see, we're doing the best of the civilizations we know from technologies research because we have 9, but our science per turn is lowest. Now, that just proves why it makes sense to research techs when you have got the Eureka for them. We should be boosting our science pretty soon, though, because we are obviously building campuses. If anyone's built hanging gardens, you can seriously bugger off. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Hattusa is gonna fall. I do feel, in part, that we should have done more, but... And that is our reward, people, for staying out of his war. He has turned round to the great Ottoman Empire and said, your people are lazy and unworthy, which, frankly, riles me. If you can't produce... go away, Frederick. Go away, yeah, now you've conquered Hattusa and, like, you're on the borders, you're getting brave. Well, if you want to get brave, yeah, we'll see. We'll see, declare a war. We will, you you've got no chance if we decide to put all our production towards war. We will crush you. How dare you call our people lazy? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, and look what he's gone and done now. What a... Yeah, I'll not swear. He's not just slagged us off, he's also then gone and built the Hanging Gardens. This guy, I'm sorry, I was saying don't intervene with Hattusa, I was saying be friends with Germany, but he's really peed me off now. One turn, he's just been an absolute prat. Right, that's been noted. When Berlin falls to the Ottomans, it will be a very, very happy day. Right, we've met Zanzibar. Oh. 66 production has been salvaged. Brilliant. Brilliant. I just wanted to build a wonder. Why can't we have anything? I mean, the good thing is our production has been salvaged, so we can use it for something else, but I just wanted a wonder. Can't even bloody build another one. So Istanbul, what should we build? We have a big problem with housing, which is stopping the city growing. So to me, it makes sense to just go into that granary. The 2 housing would be good. The extra food's okay. And then probably take it from there. But because it only takes 1 turn to build the granary, because we salvaged the production from the wonder. Yeah. I mean, that's all the Hanging Gardens of Babylon is. A glorified granary. We didn't want it anyway, he says while crying. Oh, that's really annoyed me. Germany, well, oh, God. I feel like we could really do with grabbing that source of iron, or 1 source of iron, just so we can try and promote some of our warriors to swordsmen, because if the Macedons start, it could be bad. Ha! Go Hattusa. Yeah, I think we need to try and grab the iron pretty quick. Right. To do that, we're going to need a builder. Yeah, go for the builder now, and then we'll take it from there. I was going to build a monument in Istanbul to boost culture, but I really want to grab the iron. And also, if we have a builder, we could sort of use 1 charge for that iron there, and then improve some of the tile for this city, which is pretty important right now. When it grows, we might want to consider buying one of these food tiles, so it's got sort of a 2 food tile to work on, because right now it only has 1. 1, 2. Ooh, geothermal fissure. Ooh, we could capture that. How much would that be to buy? 105. I don't want to spend that much on it. I just want to pee Germany off. I'm angry with the Germans now. Okay, Pengalas has established in Konya. As you'll realise, it takes governors a little bit of time to establish in cities. But once they establish, they get their full bonuses. So, yeah, that's cool. In 3 turns, we'll have the campus up as well. And we'll be well into nice science territory. Oh, well, that's that. That's that. That was brutal. Horrible. Horrible civilization. As you can see, I have took a real dislike to Frederick in the last few turns. Germany's a pretty cool civ to play as. It's just... Uh-oh. So the Macedons are going over here to found a city. What is his military strength? So Peter's got 184. Whoa, go Peter. Macedon's 147. Yeah, okay. So he's not massively better than us. If we had a little bit of let's start building stuff, we'd probably be alright. My thinking is that, and I know some people have told me, go for Russia, and I absolutely agree. One day, the Russian Empire, with all its brilliant wonders, should come under the influence of the Ottomans. But for now, if Alexander is gonna settle a city up here in what, frankly, clearly, Ottoman territory. This land belongs to the Ottomans, whether whether it's marked or not. I think he's asking for a war. He's asking for trouble, and also I'd quite like to take on Macedon. Let me know though what you think. But yeah, I think we need to start preparing for a war, especially if he's going to dump a city over there, because that's going to be right in our way. As you can see right now, Hattusa is having loyalty issues. I have no idea what I did then. Hattusa is having loyalty issues. Hopefully we can try and put some influence on that. I suspect it won't be a problem for Frederick, though, at this point. Right. So what options have we got? Hattusa, we could still send it there for the 3 gold and +1 science. But I think if we go back to the previous comments, I believe Nathan said if we send it to Macedon, we'll get a combat bonus. We are thinking of going to war with Macedon, though, so... But are we thinking of going to war with them that soon? I don't know. What I do like, though, is the 1 production and 3 gold it gives. So we'll probably send it to Dion for now, but let me know what you think we should be doing with these traders. We'll have to really make a decision in the next few parts. Where exactly do we want to target? Because we need to start thinking about moving forward and attacking places, I think. Right. You're a barbarian. Go away. Where are the barbarians? Why has he done that? That doesn't even look like a good place to found a city. Let others say what they will, but the real flourishing of the classical culture began with the discovery of political philosophy by the Ottomans, which is good because we get to choose our second government. Nice. So yeah, we get to choose a second government. As you can see, we have been on chiefdom up until this point, which is a pretty crap government. But now we actually have a choice. We can either go for oligarchy, autocracy, or classical republic. As you can see, they all have their bonuses. So let's talk about them then. So another thing I'd mention actually is that, as you can see, with the first government, we weren't getting any diplomatic favour sort of thing. But with these 3, we get 1 diplomatic favour from each, which is pretty nice. Right, so there's 3 government types. So there's an oligarchy. Now, the overall makeup of an oligarchy gives you 1 military policy slot and 1 economic policy slot, the exact same as we had with chiefdom. But we also get a diplomatic policy slot, which gives us sway with diplomatic events. So you can sort of put something in for the bonus of envoys, stuff like that. And we also get a wildcard policy slot. Now, the wildcard policy slots are by far the strongest because you can put any policy in there. You could put a military policy in there, an economic policy in there. So you can put literally anything in there. So they're always good. Autocracy, we're just talking about... in fact, so... Oligarchy, you also all land melee, anti-cavalry, and naval melee class units gain +4 combat strength with that. So that's pretty nice. And you also get +20 unit experience. Not bad at all. So there's nice bonuses with oligarchy. So autocracy, 2 military policy slots, 1 economic, and 1 wildcard. Basically, you just lose the diplomatic policy slot of oligarchy and get another military one. So, you know, it's okay. The bonuses it gets, though, are +1 to all yields from each government building and palace in a building. So, not bad. And +10 production towards wonders. So if you were building lots of wonders, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go for that. And the final one is a classical republic, which, yep, so you get 2 economic policy slots. Now, economic policy slots are really nice because they are stronger, in my opinion, than the diplomatic and military ones. Economic ones are pretty cool. All cities within a district receive +1 housing and +1 amenity. That's very good. And you also get +15 great person points. I tend to go for Classical Republic a lot of the time because I think getting the amenity and housing always helps me manage stuff, so that's what I go for. In this case, it's difficult. Now the thing is if we are aiming to spend a fair bit of this sort of era between this government and next government fighting, we're going to have to go for an oligarchy. because of the bonuses we get to combat strength. The +4 bonus for combat strength is pretty good. But if we're playing on a peaceful period, we should probably go for the Classical Republic. I think they're the two strongest in my opinion for us. I think, though, we're looking at Macedon. We're looking at making a couple of gains in the coming years. I'm not going to wipe Macedon totally off the map, I don't think, but, you know, if we could gain that city they founded there, it'd be good to have that. So I think we will go for an oligarchy. And as you can see, we get era score from that, which is pretty nice. Oh, and an achievement on Xbox. A revolution without dancing. Nice. So yeah, here we are then. So this is the new makeup of our government. We had the 2 policy slots we had before, but we have 2 more, as you can see. So first of all, let's shoving a diplomatic policy. Right now we have a choice of 2, so +2 influence points per turn, earning envoys, or we have the first envoy you send to a city-state counts as 2 envoys. In this case, I'm going to go for the charismatic leader, just because I think, yeah, it's better to get more envoy points. We don't currently really know any city-states or too many, so getting more points will be useful. I mean, in the wildcard one, a great general would be nice, but we're not doing too much towards that. I'm not sure. Loyalty is not a problem, so we don't need that. Goge would help us build our military up, which could be very useful. Trade routes, we've only got 1 trade route. Settlers, we're probably not going to found another city now. Macedon's gone over there. I think for now, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to change this very soon when we start building military units. But for now, I'm going to stick in the +2 gold from all trade routes. We have 1 trade route. +2 gold for a few turns is not bad. It'll help us get a little bit more gold. And right now, we're in sort of limbo. I think it's a good one. I was going to put sort of the bonus to building units, but we don't have too many places to start building units yet. And we probably need to get an encampment or something up first. So, yeah. Okay. And we're currently on 16 of 28 era score. Ooh. So the Russians have gone and grabbed that land. I hope the volcano goes off. I am starting to feel like we are slightly boxed in. I have to admit. So we might want to think about sort of striking out at some point. I think that really is an important point for this episode. Let's go for mysticism for the envoy. I feel like we're at a crossroads now. Right. Oh, cool. So because we've just built the campus, we've got 3 more era score, which is very, very nice. Go and find a natural wonder, Scout. Wow, that is a fascinating story for that natural wonder. I can't believe we actually found one when I was like, go and find one, Scout. That's nice. But yeah, so as you can see, we've got the Eureka for Astrology, so that will make researching that far cheaper. Okay, how far are we in here? I don't think we're as far in as... No, we're not as far in as I wanted to be, but there is a lot of important decisions we need to start making in the next few turns. What are our next steps? For me, if we could put together a pretty big military force, trying to take a city or 2 off Macedon would not be a bad idea. Or, if you want to see us attack Russia, that'd be a good idea as well, I think. I just feel boxed in. I feel like we haven't got a ton of land, and I just feel slightly boxed in. Oh, they've grabbed the bloody wheat. So yeah, let me know, what do you think we should do? Should we be brave with the military, start building military units in the next few turns, or should we just sort of build up a little bit and then start building military units? Let me know down in the comments, I really do want your feedback. Thank you so much for watching. I will try and upload this next episode of this in the next few days, probably towards the end of the week, so yeah. Get your suggestions in by then, and remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in another video soon.